We're Tim and Shannon. And this is Hornblower, our beloved Baba 40 that we spent the last 7 years renovating and is now our home as we sail around the Caribbean.
Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails.
We leave Highburn Key mid-morning and make the quick 6 nautical mile sail over to Norman's Key, arriving about an hour later. After getting settled, we join Elroy for a dinghy ride along the coast, stopping for lunch at the only restaurant on the island, Mcduffs. Mcduffs is a quaint outpost reached through a beautifully landscaped pathway, featuring exposed wood beams and lazily spinning ceiling fans with a cozy bohemian vibe outdoor patio for relaxing. We grabbed seats at the bar and enjoyed a delicious lunch, and then spent some time relaxing on the gorgeous beach. We continued our explorations, wanting to scope out the drug plane for a snorkel trip. More on that in a bit. After locating the plane, we continue on and pass the Marina, so decide to take a side trip in and check things out. Upon arrival, we were promptly greeted by the dockmaster, who politely informed us that there was a $150 fee to use any of the services available at the Marina. A $150 fee not refundable and not applied towards any purchase, just a fee for the privilege of doing business with them. I guess in the world of mega yachts that we were surrounded by, $150 is chump change. So we did a quick drive-by and out we went. As we inched our way along the rocky shore, we came around a corner and found an amazing stretch of beach that we ended up having all to ourselves. Entry fee here was $0.
Each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets. Yesterday has gone to sleep, so all that's left is you and me. I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by, tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left.
We spend hours walking along the white sugar sand beach and floating in the crystal clear waters, just enjoying nature and the company of new friends.
Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me.
As the sun began to set, it was time to take our lead from the hermit crabs and make our way back home.
standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes.
The next morning, we awake to a gloriously sunny day and make plans with Elroy to load up the snorkel gear and go check out the plane. Norman's Key was a stopping point for the Medellin cartel in transporting drugs from Colombia to the U.S. in the late 70s and early 80s. Leading the operation was Carlos Leder, a German-Colombian who worked for Pablo Escobar and grew it into a cocaine transporting empire before being arrested and serving over 33 years in the U.S., but not before one of their transport planes crashed right offshore. There are various stories as to how it happened, with the most popular being an intoxicated pilot and low night visibility, so we'll go with that. The wreck lies in a shallow bay just behind the harbor entrance. It's still mostly intact, but the top has been worn away from 40 or so years of surge and storms. There was a pretty healthy current ripping past, and with exposed, jagged metal, it was a bit tricky, but the visibility was great, and we really enjoyed checking it out. The day before, Tim had seen some large snails on the rocks and did a bit of research to see if they were edible. Turns out they are, so we decided to collect some for dinner. With the 4 of us collecting snails, we gathered a small pail of snails in no time. Of course, we had to try these, so we invited Cindy and Rob over for dinner. Nothing's better than fresh caught protein that you gathered with your own hands and served within hours of collection. Whelk snails, as it turns out, are a local delicacy. Cooking them seems simple. Steam them for 10 to 15 minutes and saute them in garlic and butter with a touch of lime. It's also common to add them to a salad or make a stew with them. They're supposed to taste like conch. Think the Bahamian equivalent to chicken. Tim got Cindy in on the action. And then made quick work of pounding the snails to tenderize them. The day had grown long, so for simplicity, we opted to make a seafood pasta. A little olive oil, a little pesto, more garlic, minced clams, and juice. A few sun-dried tomatoes, olives, capers, and pine nuts. And the cooked Bahamian whelk snails. Voila, dinner is served. One of the things I like most about traveling to new places is learning what people eat there and tasting what they have to offer. I know some people would be leery of trying snails, but they were delicious. Join us next time as we're thwarted by Mother Nature on our journey to Staniel Key, but make the most of it by snorkeling Rocky Dundas Grotto. And we'd really love to grow our subscribership on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, please take a second and click the button. It doesn't cost anything, and it would mean a lot to us.
Do it, do it, do it, do it!